everybody, and welcome back to Mother Knows Best, your favorite mother podcast. And today it is like mom energy 10x, as the yak would say, on steroids.
10x on steroids?
You have the mom of all moms on today.
I did. She is an awesome mom and beautiful.
And okay, so today's guest is Heidi D'Amelio, as I'm sure you all know when you're listening. But here's the thing about Heidi. We had her on back when we started this podcast. Mm-hmm. She was our first guest. Mm-hmm. And it's been so fun to watch what the D'Amelios have done in 8 months.
Yes.
I mean, it's like catapult.
No, it is. No, it's amazing the stuff they've done. I mean, like in a year, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just turned 50 and she looks younger.
She looks 35 today.
Yes.
So
she got 10 million on TikTok. I'm not going to say it all, but they've been busy.
No, they've been so busy.
Busy with business.
I'm really happy for them. It seems like they've always come into their own, but it seems like they're really blossoming and like getting, as she says, good at it.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, coming into that would be a lot to navigate.
Oh my gosh. It's something that we can't relate to.
Right.
Like nobody listening can relate to what they went through, but everyone's watching it from afar. So it's fascinating to have a front row seat today to that.
Right. And since they probably didn't know anyone that could even help them navigate it, they just did it on their own. So that was a big learning curve. Is that what you meant?
Well,
It was a big learning curve.
Yeah, I just mean anybody listening's like you can't relate to it.
Right.
But that's what makes them famous is nobody can relate to it. So we all just look back and we're like, it's cool that we get to talk to them.
Yes.
And gain insight from them. So as we always start out with this show before we hop into the interview, Mom, what is your boomer move?
My boomer move is, first of all, I didn't know what you just said that they always say 10 times.
10x.
10x. I don't even know. I mean, that sounds like a stock thing to me. I don't know why Big Cat or anyone says it on the act.
Do you need your laptop for this part?
No. I was just going to say the other thing I can't do is I don't know when you're on the green screen, and I should know this by now, how to put little things behind it.
A photo on TikTok?
Yeah, like I can't. Or an emoji. I can't even find an emoji to put on there.
To text? You can't put the text on TikTok?
If it's a green screen.
So you do the green screen.
Right.
And then you could type over it.
I can't find how to type on it.
That's a boomer move right there.
Yeah,
there
okay.
it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The boomer move. It's appropriate way to pick a relevant boomer move to the guest.
Yeah,
They are a TikTok family,
Uh-huh.
and you cannot put the text over the green screen.
I was trying to do one of her TikToks. I was like, oh my God, I can't even put the little animals on there.
That's awesome.
So I got really mad and stopped.
You need a Mamitas. You need a drink.
I do need a drink.
Well, quick pause for a Mamitas ad because, ladies and gentlemen, what is better than a real tequila hard seltzer? So it's a seltzer made with real tequila. Like, it doesn't get better than that. You don't want that malt alcohol because it just gives you a hangover. Mamitas is 95 calories, naturally gluten-free, and less than 1 gram of sugar. What are the flavors, Mother?
Pineapple, mango, lime, and paloma.
Spicy margarita.
And tequila sunrise.
And you can get them at Publix, Jewel Osco, Target, Walmart. We will GoPuff.com, and we will link the store locator. Tag us in your Mamita drinks. I am telling you, this is the game day drink. This is the football season. This is the day drinking on a Saturday, and you can last all day beverage. It's the best.
It is the best.
One of our friends this weekend had all the Palomas at the OSU football game, and I was like, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
That is the vibe.
Mom, I'm so excited for you to interview Heidi.
I am too. I am so excited.
I think we cut the intro and we just get right into it because
Okay.
that's what the people want.
Here we go.
Without further ado, Heidi D'Amelio, welcome to the show.
Hello, Heidi. Hello, Heidi. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. You've been very busy, and I'm going to read off some of the things that you have done this last year. You turned 50 in January.
Yes.
That's huge. You've reached 10 million on TikTok, also huge. And you're going to do season 2 of the D'Amelios is coming out. Yes. You're on Dancing with the Stars with Charli, which is going to be the first mom and daughter duo.
Yes.
Yes, and you're going to be competing against yourself. And then you guys had the D'Amelio brand that you just started.
Yes.
And all of that is a huge year. I was thinking about myself going, you haven't done anything.
That's not true.
After I saw that. So the last time we talked, you had just moved to LA, I think?
Yeah.
So do you kind of feel like now you're part of the LA community?
Not really. Like, I feel like it's our family. Like, we just hang out a lot together.
I love that,
I mean,
though.
we have made friends, but like, I feel like we're just starting to venture out. Well, we moved in the middle of the pandemic.
Oh, that's
and so
true.
everything was kind of locked down, so we weren't really doing anything. And then our team worked out of our house, so our work happened, and there was a lot of people in our house every day. So on the weekends when no one was there, we didn't want to leave. It was just like nice to be in your house, like just us.
Yeah.
So we didn't really do any California things. And then, so we recently got an office, which is huge. That was a big step for us. And so our whole team, who we love dearly, is out of the house.
Well, that's
and they're in the
nice.
office. So now the house isn't like that time alone doesn't seem as like precious. So we're out like trying to do new things. Like we took a ride to Burbank and went to IKEA.
Oh, you did?
On a Friday night.
That sounds like fun to me.
But yeah, we're like purposely trying to do different things. We went to, where did we go? We went to Santa Monica one day to catch sunset. And like, I don't know. I asked the kids, like, what do you guys do? And then they're like, go do this. We're like, okay. So we try that. We're starting slow. We went to a farmer's market. That was new.
In LA?
Yeah.
I've not been to any in LA. I bet they're
Yeah.
great.
We forgot to bring bags, and they don't like that.
Oh my gosh, no, they don't.
So we left. It was not. It was. We got.
You were shunned.
Yeah, we haven't been back.
Oh my
bad.
gosh! Wow.
Yeah, we're not doing so good. No. So
Well,
we're getting there. We're
okay.
trying to mesh into California life and
Yeah.
like doing new things.
So both the girls are out of the house?
They are out. They got a house together.
Oh, they did?
So they are roommates, and they live about 3/4 of a mile from us.
Perfect.
And it's cool. It's fun. It's I mean, Charli was a little hesitant because she likes her comfort zone, and I just kept saying, and as like young people, like they just get to this point where they don't even know how great it could be, and like that independence, like she was comfortable where she was, and and so I was like, you're going to love it, you just don't know that yet. And so it was a little tough at first, but she did it, and she's she loves her house.
She does.
She loves being on her own. She has her dog there, and it's very cute. Yeah.
Well, and Dixie kind of knows her moves, so that's good that they're together then.
It was good that Dixie had like a year on her own, maybe a little more than that, on her own, and she was like, "It's kind of lonely. Like I want a roommate." So
That works out perfect.
yeah. So now Dixie's feels like I've done this for a little bit and kind of helping Charli out.
But do you see him a lot because you've been filming and
Yes.
doing? So it's not like you're really having a big empty nest syndrome thing going.
We're together a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they like it, but we are.
Okay, so you made an announcement recently, I guess, about being on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
And that I love that. I think it's so cool how they teach. Like you've had dancing in your past, but it's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Yeah.
I was a competition dancer, and when I was young in high school, and when on my high school dance team.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I haven't done competition.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 50 now.
Yeah.
I have no idea. This is terrifying, but like also exciting, and kind of just for me, like as I've gotten older, you stay where you feel comfortable, and I know like every time I do something where I push myself, I just feel so much better about it. Like when it's done, even though it's like scary and embarrassing or whatever it could be. Like I know I'm gonna be so excited, but going into it was like,
Well, it was a lot of work too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A lot. Like
Very
I mean,
intense.
Very intense. So, are you staying somewhere that's near your trainer? I mean, your.
So we happen to live like 10-15 minutes from the studio.
Oh, okay.
Where we rehearse. So
Oh,
we
okay.
rehearse.
I mean, like it
pretty
was
much every day.
Every day for hours.
Yeah.
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 That gets you in shape too.
Yeah. I'm excited about
that
that.
is so fun.
But yeah, I mean, I've watched the show since it started. So, and Charli and I would talk about, imagine being on that and like how cool that would be. And like, so.
I'm sure that was very surreal for both of you, but especially for her.
Yeah, so exciting. And it's cool to, it's definitely, as a mom, you are always your kids' cheerleaders. And I'm definitely feeling conflicted with like I'm also competitive, so I want to win, but also like I want Charli to win.
How was
maybe
that?
we could tie.
Was that really
I don't know.
hard?
I'm still working through that. You
You
know,
are.
I'm excited for her. Like, I think if she wins, I mean, nobody's gonna be happier for her
Right.
than me.
Yeah.
But if I win, like, I don't know, am I gonna feel bad? I'm not gonna like hold myself back. She's not gonna hold herself back.
Mhm.
But we're just gonna like do our best and whatever happens. But yeah, I would love to win that.
If you win, then everyone's going to be equally as supportive as you would
I
be of
think
her.
so.
Yeah,
I
they
think
will.
so. I think so.
Yes. Okay. And then you're also are doing when does the D'Amelio, the second season's coming
Yes.
out?
So it comes out September 28th
Mm-hmm.
on Hulu.
Yes.
And I'm excited. I think during the first season, you know, it was very much still like pandemic, and we were filming at home almost the majority of the time. And so, you know, our mental wasn't the best, and like I think everybody, but we all got through it, and everybody's living life a little bit more and going out. And so season 2 definitely reflects that. Like, it's much more fun, and we got to travel a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
Not anywhere like far, but you know, we did travel a little bit to film, which was fun and different because we had never done that before. But and it's just like a lighter mood.
Because the
And-
first one was sort of about the girls really kind of coming into their fame a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So
And
this
now
one-
it's like, you know, I think they've grown so much, and us as a family and being in this space and just sort of owning it and like, we're doing this, like, this is cool and fun, and it kind of follows like some of the things that we get to do and some of the businesses that we're involved in, and it's a nice reflection of our life over the last year.
That's nice. So one of the businesses is the D'Amelio brands.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about that?
Yes. So we, you know, as far as like the girls and our family, do a lot of brand deals with different brands. Some of them have, you know, an equity component to it, but we wanted to start something that we own completely. So we're going to curate brands of things that mean something to us, sustainable brands, and build brands around kind of the things that we like and enjoy and want to be in that space. So we're so excited, just launched, and our first brand will probably be a women's footwear line.
Oh,
So we're super
that's
excited.
exciting.
I know.
Yay.
Shoes. Yes. So yeah. So when the girls and I all wear the same size.
Uh-huh.
So when Dixie moved out, Charlie and I were like,
Oh, no.
we're losing a third of our shoe inventory. And then Charlie moved out, and I was like, oh no, they're taking all the shoes. So this will be good. Yeah, we're super excited about it. And
That's great.
Now our office is buzzing, and we're getting that going, and we have a lot going on as far as that.
So, and it's the social tourist part of you guys?
So yeah, so the girls, it's under the Hollister umbrella.
Oh, okay.
And so it's the girls' clothing line, but under Hollister. So,
Okay. Well, I got
yeah.
that sweatshirt from the
yeah,
top thing, and
yeah.
it's my favorite one.
It's so
so
soft.
soft.
Their stuff is so soft,
It
and they
is-
have it's kind of like a long-term pop-up on Melrose in
Oh, okay.
yeah here in LA. So that's
Very
been
good.
exciting.
Yes. Okay. So, quickly, what is your proudest moments of both of your girls?
Oh, this is so hard. Probably, I mean, like the stuff they're doing now is obvious and wild, and so proud of them. But I think of the things like when they were younger, and like I remember just Dixie. She was in the hospital. She had a lot of concussions as a kid, but she was in the hospital, and she was in the children's section, and just seeing like these really sick kids. Like, she knew she was there for a day or maybe two, and just seeing these really sick kids, and it just really affected her. And she was like, what could I do to help? And so when she was in there, they had given her this stuffed animal, and it just meant so much to her. And so she was like, I want to start raising money and buy stuffed animals to bring to the kids. And so she would do lemonade stands, and in the winter she would do hot chocolate stands, and we'd sit at the end of the driveway in the cold, and she would be like, put it on Facebook so your friends come by. And so I would do that, and I'm like, somebody please come get some hot chocolate lemonade. And so she would raise like a nice amount of money, and then she was able to go to the hospital and it was Webkins at the time, and Webkins and a lot of DVDs, so the kids could have like a library of DVDs to watch. So that was like in our hometown, like stuff like that is like so cool. And there was a time Charli was in kindergarten, and she went to school with a kid that I became friendly with the mom, and he had autism, and she was just like, "You're with me," and she stayed with him. We ended up moving, and we've switched schools. I think we actually both moved, and he went to a different school, but it was like common knowledge, like that was like, don't mess with him, like protect him at all costs kind of thing. Like those are the things that like that's who they are.
Yeah.
Like they're still those people, and that makes me the most proud.
Yes, that sounds pretty incredible. But so do you think as they've gotten older that you're still instilling those things in them, though? Like you're still teaching them? Because I feel like I'm still teaching Alex at 30, 29.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're always trying to teach, but they definitely have the gut reaction to people and know, like just the right thing to do.
Because they're probably going through more than what most people do, or have things come against them more, I would think. That you might, I mean, maybe by now they've built up the skin where they're just like, forget it.
I mean, they've come a long way for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time like a comment could wreck a whole week, and now it's a moment. Who's
just
even
a flip,
looking at it? Like, are we even looking at that still? Like every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, people are saying this. I'm like, you look at comments? I thought we were done with that.
Yeah.
Like you respond, you engage, but you don't like fixate. So sometimes,
you kind of just read over the negative ones and get to the good ones. And
we want to be self-aware.
Yeah.
Like if we're being called out for something, like, oh, well, obviously I want to read enough to know, like, was that not what it was intended? Like, do I need to, like, say something about that?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, just kind of don't look at it.
So what would the girls say about yours? What are they most proud of for you?
Oh, that's a good question. What would they say?
I don't know, but getting 10 million on your TikTok is pretty damn huge.
I don't know if that would be it. I think they would. I don't know. They're such a, like, for Mark and I both, the biggest cheerleaders. Like, I feel like we just naturally as parents, like, are the biggest cheerleaders, but it's sometimes like, if I'm doing something I'm not sure, and I'm like, I'll ask them, and they're like, do it, Mom, you'd be so good at that. And when they turn it, and I'm like, stop, you're okay, I'll do it.
Now that you told me it was okay. That's so cute. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, so I'm just going to say this really quick. They really like to help women and minorities and businesses. I have a feeling that was kind of their idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's always
a
part of the conversation and everything that we're doing, and just, the give back component. Like anything we do, like, okay, how could we like give back on this? Or that's kind of, I don't know, it's just always, it's always been a part of their life. Like we've always done that, and they like,
that's pretty huge, though.
It's like not a way not to do that. Like it's just part of us and them. And so it's just, yeah. We don't really...
You don't just wake up one day and do that. That's kind of instilled. No, it is.
We've kind of always just done that.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I remember one time I was driving Dixie to theater class, and it's kind of in a downtown. There's like more walking like area, not like highway or anything. And there was a woman walking. She was holding a baby, and another one with her hand holding his hand. And she, it was raining, and she didn't have an umbrella. And so I'm like, where are you going? I'll give you a ride. And the girls were in the car, and they were just, and we went to their birthday party. Like, we became friends.
Oh, my gosh.
And, like, it was the sweetest thing. And she was, like, just a mom. Like, we all have those days, but it was, like, a bad day for her. And it was just, I couldn't just drive by. Like, I don't randomly pick up strangers.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
It was just that was so sweet, though.
You're holding a baby and a little one in the rain, like, that's not okay. And so they kind of, and Mark does that, stuff similar, like, all the time. They grew up with that, like, helping other people. And so it's just, we don't talk about that. We don't promote that. That's not why we do it. And so if people don't know that, I'm not surprised, because that's not and we always say, like, that's not something. That's not why we're doing it. Like to
get
say
kudos
things,
for it.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We're doing it because it's the right thing.
You're just paying it forward on your own,
Yeah.
not to do that. So Heidi, we had you on like 8 months ago, and you seem completely different. And I'm not. Do you know what that is?
I think you're only. Let's see. How does the saying go? You're only as when your kids are not well and not happy and they're not doing well emotionally, like you're only that good, like for yourself as a mom. And I think they're doing so well. They've come so far. They've put a lot of work into themselves and their mental health, and talking with their therapist and just doing things to help themselves. They're both such in a good place, and so that makes it easier for me to be in a good place. Like their heart is happy and my heart is happy. So I feel like that changes everything. So
I do see that. That does change everything.
Things are a lot, like it was heavy. It was a heavy time. It was a hard time. We were navigating waters that we'd never been in before. And now we're kind of getting, I don't know if we're getting good at it, but we're doing it. And we are feeling good about it and confident about it. Obviously always learning, but it's nice to see the girls mature and feeling like they belong here.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that makes, a little load off of your shoulders as a parent. Like when your kids are okay, then you're okay.
You do. You seem more relaxed or more just into more yourself, more happy and into yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
Do you think that? So, no, but
valid.
It is valid. And when you go through that too, your kids will probably go through something else later on, and I think it still does wear on you. But it's like it's an accomplishment too to know that they're there doing that. I mean, I feel like I sometimes think, well, I raised my kids to know they need to get help, or they're here, or they're in a bad situation to reach out to somebody or something. That makes you feel really good.
And there was a time where they didn't want to.
Yeah.
And you can't force that, and you could just be there and support. But it's tough to watch your kids going through it, and you can only do so much, and you can't force someone to talk to a therapist. Like that has to be something they came to on their own. So it was just like constant support until they were ready.
Yeah.
And so I'm so proud. I'm so proud of them for that.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Especially into that. I mean, today I think it's getting easier or better or more common, but not enough.
And more talked about.
More talked about, yeah.
Which makes it amazing. And so I feel like that, and just I don't know. It's like we can breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Like we feel less. I don't know. Seeing your kids be confident is everything, and then it's a roller coaster. So tomorrow might be a whole different day.
No, but confidence is everything, and it
Hold
doesn't.
on, I don't know what's happening today. Yesterday I was so confident. Now I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So, but that's parenthood.
It is, but confidence is a hard thing to instill in your kids and
Yeah.
have them. I mean, if they have confidence, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's like the number one thing. Okay, so do you and Mark have any trips planned? Just the two of you?
Oh,
since you're-
okay. So for our anniversary,
Uh-huh.
we were married 22 years on May 13th.
Oh, congratulations!
So for our anniversary, because as I said, we haven't done a lot of exploring in California, we each got each other like a trip
Oh, fun!
to different places. We didn't know. And
You each didn't
like
know.
I got him a trip for us two to go,
Uh-huh.
and he got me a trip for us two to go, and we haven't done either trip.
But do you know what they are?
We keep planning it, and then we cancel it.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, maybe for our 23rd anniversary, we'll take one of those
We'll
trips.
do one of those trips.
I don't know. Like, we get invited to cool things. We're like, oh, should we postpone it? But it's stuff like with the whole family. I'm like, okay, it'll be like me and you away doing a thing. And then, like, or we could go to the white party at Michael Rubin's.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Well, I don't blame you. That
Yeah.
sounds like you probably do get a lot of great
Yeah.
invitations.
So, I
You're
mean,
kind of
and-
living a vacation
but
in a lot of
also,
ways.
we weren't able to do anything because everybody was in lockdown. So for a long time there was like nothing, and so now when we get invited to stuff, we're like, oh, I want to go to that. So we keep canceling, but I'm like, we'll get there.
That is so fun. Okay, so how am I doing on time? Good?
You're right on the money.
Okay, good. Yay. Okay, well, Heidi, thank you so much, and it was so great to see you.
Thanks for having me, and
And good
I'm
luck on,
have you
I
back
don't know if I should say
anytime.
that. Not good luck on Dancing with the Stars.
Sure. I can't wait to watch you.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't wait to watch you on Dancing with the Stars.
Thank you so much.
If you have a packed schedule this fall, HelloFresh has meals with weekly selections of 30-plus recipes and 70-plus convenient items. Have you ever used HelloFresh, Alex?
Yes, and it is the best because nobody wants to go to the store and have to buy all these little ingredients like spices. And HelloFresh, they ship it all to your door. It's every single thing you need, and it's so much fun to make it. I love doing it with Graham.
And it has the recipe card, exactly step by step, how to follow it, and it always turns out great.
It's portioned out.
Portioned out, yes. And it comes straight to your door in less than a week, straight from the farm, fresh from the farm. It isn't just
kitchen.
From farm to kitchen. It is not just for dinners. You can shop HelloFresh for quick breakfast, wholesome snacks, and even desserts.
They've expanded. That's
I know
nice.
they have expanded because I didn't know that part. But anyway, go to hellofresh.com/best65 and use the code BEST65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's
Holy
huge.
cow.
That's a good deal.
That's code BEST, BEST, and then just the number 5 at hellofresh.com/best65.
That's so fun for fall, too. Like,
No, it's so fun for fall.
wear your sweatshirt and cook inside, have a great meal.
Yeah. So it's BEST, all caps, BEST 65 at hellofresh.com/best65.
Sure is.
Did you get it?
God, I'm sure they've got it at this point. Mom, I had the pleasure of sitting in here for that interview. Great job.
Thank you.
And what a light. She is the best.
She is a light. She's easy to talk to and just so real and honest and down to earth.
What was your favorite part?
When she talked about how what she's most proud of for her girls was things when they were younger, which is their character now, but it was showing it to her then.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
was, yeah. And then what the girls think about her. That was kind of hard for her to answer, but she said they're her biggest cheerleaders.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're a very close-knit family, but what I loved the most was seeing people that the perception of the public eye of them is like so famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we got a front row seat at like it was a hard time when she was in here last
Mm-hmm.
to now. And so it's like anybody that's listening, knowing whatever you're going through is not permanent, I think is like a really special takeaway because she was like a case study of that.
Yes.
Somebody that we look up to.
Right.
That we got to see struggle, and she was still incredible at that time
Mm-hmm.
to now when it's like, wow.
As being a mom,
A mom, as being a TikToker,
Yeah.
as being a wife,
yeah.
as being a person.
And then I like the thought that the girls are taking responsibility for themselves, like talking to a therapist and stuff to help them navigate all this. That's so you know that they're going to be okay when they go through the next thing or whatever.
Yeah, they've shown that
they're
are tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, good for them.
Mhm.
I thought it was really special to hear all that from
yeah,
her.
it is.
You just kind of know that they're going to be all right. You know, like
Yeah.
that family seems so grounded and together that like they just seem like out of everyone, they'll make it, they'll last, they'll be okay. You know.
That's true.
They give that vibe. You know what? That's a good point. Sometimes I think, well, I don't know that we have, besides the Kardashians, seen a family that famous that has stayed together like they've shown so early on. That's a really good point.
But she even said, so the first time we interviewed her, she said, if we didn't have all this, Mark had a great job, we had a career, we would be fine.
Well, we had a family, and they were
Yeah.
always family oriented.
Right. And so so I think they still have a family, and they're still family oriented. They've stuck with that.
Yeah, very much. Their values are so strong despite beside all the other factors.
Right.
Well, okay, so watch.
And values don't happen overnight. That's what I was trying to say. Like donating or being a philanthropist or helping people out just doesn't start overnight. Like you do that from day one because you can't. It's the hardest thing. You can't make people do it. It just is in you.
Well, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's why they don't explain it, is because you are who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing.
Don't tell me, show me.
Show, don't tell.
Don't tell me, show me. Show, don't tell. Well, it's just backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Show,
said
don't
the
tell.
exact same thing.
No, I was just
Yeah.
re-saying it.
Backwards
Yeah.
or frontwards.
Yeah, it depends. It still worked.
Okay.
Applicable.
Yeah. So Dancing with the Stars will be on Disney Plus for the first time. And this is season 31, which has
Whoa,
been
I-
around for a really long time. And that will be out September 19th.
Love the Disney Plus. Okay.
Uh-huh. And then the D'Amelio show will be in season 2, and it comes out on the 28th.
Fabulous the day this airs.
Yeah,
So what a special occasion.
that is a special occasion.
Yeah, go follow Heidi. Check out the D'Amelios. And like, comment, subscribe to All Mother Knows Best. Follow at Content Kim with a K on Instagram and TikTok. And ladies and gentlemen, we love you.
We'll see you next week. I can't say we love you.
Why?
Okay, we love you.
Don't you love them?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is there anybody you don't, is there a human you'd say I don't love you to?
Not if they're watching my show.
Yeah.
I'm
Then
kidding.
you love them.
No, I love everybody.
Then you
I mean, I don't hate anyone.
then you should be okay
Okay.
to say it.
Yeah. Okay, I love you.